Okay, good morning, everybody. We never know how the weather's going to be on this day. Sometimes it's been hot and windy, other times it's been rainy, but today is appropriately winter weather. So we're going to talk about preparing for snow season. Before we start, though, about a year ago, we lost one of our good brothers here that worked with us here at Metro, and that's Trent Haynes. And Trent was a dear friend of many, many of us as well. So it's been a little while, but why don't we take about 10 seconds or so just to reflect on what a good man that he was, Trent Haynes. He was always a kind man to everybody, and we miss him. Well, welcome everybody to the unofficial beginning of the snow season in Louisville. We get stronger every year, better looking every year, I would say. We've got a new addition to the team this year we're going to be introducing as well. But your 265-member Louisville snow team is ready for whatever's going to be coming our way any hour of the day, any day of the week. As you know, the snow team is a partnership with 4 separate departments led by Metro Public Works under Director Vanessa Burns. Public Works is joined by Metro Parks, Metro Codes and Regulations, and our Fleet and Facilities Department, which maintains the 160 vehicles and pieces of heavy equipment to clear our roads. Think about how much salt we're starting with this year. We will start this year with almost 35,000 tons of salt on hand. Not pounds, tons. Last year we used 19,000 tons all of last winter, so we should be in good shape. 2 ways people can keep up with our progress during the snow events. 1, latest information will be posted on Twitter under the handle @LouPubWorks, LOUPUBWORKS. Secondly, an interactive map will provide snapshots of completed treatment routes in progress that are done and in progress on our city website, louisvilleky.gov. To give us more details on that, I'd like to introduce our snow team leader, Brian Funk, who's the Public Work Assistant, Director of Roads and Operations. Brian.
Yes, sir. Thank you, and thank you, Mayor Fisher, Director Burns, and good morning, snow team.
Good morning.
Today we are celebrating people and equipment from the very large to the small and everything in between. For the first time, we're welcoming our colleagues from the airport who have brought some of their very large equipment for removing snow there. And we're welcoming kids from some of our elementary schools. Welcome to this event. In between those sizes are the men and women of the Louisville Metro Snow Team who will drive our snow plows and make our streets safe during the upcoming snow events. The Public Works Roads and Operations Division, as the Mayor mentioned, and the Solid Waste Management Division of Public Works are important members of the snow team, along with our friends and colleagues from the Parks Department, Fleet Services, and the Vacant Lots Division of Codes and Regulations. We all work together to help each out during these storm events. The group of people that make up the snow team are dedicated to providing quality service when called into action for snow. They understand that every instance of snow or ice is very important to the residents and businesses to keep our roads safe. Citizens can help us out to make sure during snow events to be patient driving on the roads and to give a wide berth to any of our plowing vehicles. They are very big. So I'm looking forward to working with all of our partners on the snow team to respond to what nature brings us this winter. Thanks.
Thank you, Brian. I want to thank all the members of our snow team. I've been able to ride with some of you guys. I just want to assure our public that you've got a super dedicated group of folks back here. They're ready to roll 24 hours a day under any conditions, and we look ahead to what might be coming, but when it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning and you're snuggled in under your covers nice and warm, know that these guys and gals are out taking care of our city. So I just want to say thank you to you all for doing the tremendous job that you all do 24/7, rain, sun, sleet, snow, whatever comes your way. So thank y'all very much. You really do the city proud. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet is obviously a key partner for us. You know, when you're in Louisville, people think that we take care of all of our roads, which we don't take care of all of our roads. But it's important that we've got a strong partnership with the state. And to talk about that, please welcome Kentucky Transportation Cabinet District 5 Director, Matt Bullock. Matt, thank you.
Good morning. Talk about a little about the state's perspective in the snow and ice season. As the mayor and Brian already have talked about, I'd like to throw out some stats for the equipment and the quantities of materials we have on hand. We take care of about 3,500 lane miles of roads in our district. We cover eight counties in the district, and 573 lane miles of interstates in Jefferson County alone. As the mayor mentioned, we have a contract with Louisville Metro Public Works for taking care of the, as we call it, surface streets in Jefferson County, and the state takes care of the interstates. And some of the equipment that we're surrounded by today was purchased with state funds as part of that contract. So we work really well. I have a partnership to do Jefferson County roads, snow and ice clearing. We have 162 state and contract trucks in the district to battle snow and ice, and 65 state and contract trucks in Jefferson County alone just for the same. We have about 46,000 tons of salt on hand for our 8 counties, and about 4,500 more stored in the mega cavern, or as we call it, the cave. 104,000 gallons of brine on hand. That's the pre-treatment that we use. We also have the ability to make more of that as needed. We have 154,000 gallons of calcium chloride. Calcium chloride is the solution that we spray on top of the salt when we need to get to the temperatures below about 23 degrees. 13,000 tons of salt and 42,000 gallons of calcium chloride stored just in Jefferson County alone. We just recently held our driver training for our CDL drivers, for the people that drive the trucks like these. And we also have those folks, particularly probably within this week. We have a few places that we monitor when temperatures go below 35 degrees, not necessarily freezing. And those spots that we look at are the Riverfront Expressway, I-64 along the river, the 9th Street interchange because of the elevated surface. We also have the rock cuts around I-71 towards the Waterson Expressway. Those are areas that tend to get frozen even when you have the right dew points and temperatures that are even above freezing. I'd like to tout our website where we have information where you'll find priority routes, the Safe Patrol videos, winter tips, and more, and that is snowky.ky.gov. So, as you can see, we've done our part to get ready, and we're ready to go. And as Brian mentioned, we'd like the public to do their part as well, respect our drivers, give them some room, pass on multi-lane roads, not on 2-lane roads, be patient. They're going to be driving below the speed limits like they should to clear the roads, and sometimes it makes our people frustrated, but the public frustrated, but know that obviously they're working for you guys to make the roads safe. So with that, I thank you all.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Matt, so much. Now, when you think about what a lot of us think about when we get up in the morning is, are the kids going to go to school? And we want them to get there safe, and a lot of last-minute calls are required, and it seems like you're just in a really tough spot when you do that. But another key partner in our snow fighting effort is Jefferson County Public Schools. So please welcome Randy France. He's JCPS's Director of Transportation Services. Randy.
I also have a celebrity guest speaker with me. This is Mason. He's a 4th grader at Medora, and he's one of our celebrity artists here this morning. He also says he wants to be mayor when he grows up. So I can't wait to come back here in a few years, and you're holding this press conference, right? That's right. Right? Yeah, you never know. You never know. But I would like to begin. Congratulations, Mayor. We appreciate your support of our teachers, of our bus drivers, of the folks behind you, and most importantly, our students. So we appreciate your continued support. As he mentioned, my name is Randy France. I'm the Director of Transportation for JCPS. And I just want to take the time to thank each and every one of you behind us. In addition to our 1,000 community hero bus drivers we have on the road each and every day, it takes special people like you all to ensure the safety of my friend Mason here. We have 100,000 students that attend JCPS. We have 70,000 ride a bus. We have 1,000 buses on the road every morning and every afternoon. And it takes a large group effort to ensure we can get our kids to and from school safely each and every day. So from JCPS, thank you all for what it is that you all do each and every day. You want to say anything, Mason? Huh?
No snow days.
Say that one more time.
No snow days.
That's my buddy right here. He'll be here to sign autographs afterwards. All right? You ready? Thank you. Good job. Good job.
There you have it. Okay, so the snow fighters you've seen so far today all help keep our city in business in winter weather. And of course, a tremendous amount of business in Louisville depends on air travel in and out of Louisville International Airport. As a matter of fact, it was, when was the huge snow? Was it like 30 years ago? And we got in trouble with UPS because it took us about a week to uncover from about 3 feet of snow. And they had basically just opened up a large cargo operation not too distant and said, we will never have this again. And that's where you see a lot of this equipment, more equipment here, because we got to keep our city moving for UPS and the air cargo hub that we have here. And then we have a lot of business travelers coming in and out as well. So we're really delighted to have the Louisville Regional Airport Authority with us here. They maintain their own team of snow fighters as well. And to tell us about that, please welcome Dan Mann, the Executive Director of the Airport Authority. Dan?
Good morning, everybody. First, I'd like to give a sincere thanks to the snow team here behind us. It allows all our passengers and employees to get to the airport. We couldn't do it without them. Special thanks to my team, 50 plus snow fighters that work at Louisville and Bowman Field, operating 30 pieces of equipment. Some of it's behind us here. A little different operation than what you have in the cities. Our highway is 150 feet wide and many, many miles of taxiways and runways. And so when we have a snow event here, the whole world is watching, and it's pretty neat to see. So we have over 380 flights a day. UPS is 300 of those, 80 passenger flights. 10,000 passengers are trying to get somewhere. So it's really important that we keep this place operational and open to get people and packages around the world every day. So thanks again to you guys. Thanks to my team for keeping this place open 24/7. We couldn't do it without all of you guys. Thanks.
You know, Dan's got his Louisville City scarf on like I do and several others, so we're playing for the national championship tonight. So Louisville City's playing against Phoenix, so please be sure to root them on as we repeat as the champions of the USL. So let's hear it for Louisville City Football Club. That's right. Go out and check them out tonight. Now, this is always one of our moments of truth. When the National Weather Forecast comes up, Joe Sullivan comes up and he puts his thinking cap on and he always tells us with tremendous accuracy how the winter is going to look out. Now, fortunately for him, most of us don't remember what he says today. It must be an incredible job when you can kind of say anything. You're never held accountable for it. But, Joe, you do it with such great style, and we really do appreciate you informing us about the weather. So please welcome Joe Sullivan.
Thank you, Mayor. You know, one thing, I only show up when bad things happen. That's when you see me. But except for this one, this is before all the bad things happen. And if you don't remember what I said last year, I do want to let you know that I said we would have between 6 and 8 inches of snow in the wintertime. And through March 15, we had 8.6 inches of snow. So I nailed it. What I didn't tell you was we were going to have 12 inches of snow in the springtime. So, but this year, everything that we're looking at looks like, well, let's put it this way. I've got my props. You're going to need one of these the next week because it's going to be cold out. We're going to get down into the 20s this weekend. And next week, I don't think they'll be using the plows, but you're going to need this probably Tuesday morning to wipe the windshield off your car because we're going to actually get some snow next week. Now, does that mean we're going to get snow all year long? No, probably not. We'll warm up. Thanksgiving looks good and probably into December, but things just based on all the long-term cycles that we have, it looks like we're probably going to get about as much as we had last year, which was 18 inches. And it's probably going to happen more in the wintertime than the springtime. So January, February, March, I don't really want to be Mr. Gloom and Doom, but what we have is an El Nino that's setting up. And the last 2 years we had El Nino were in the 2014-15 and 2015-16. In 2015, I-65 got shut down. In 2016, I-75 got shut down. So I don't know what you have to do with I-64 and I-71, but just be ready, okay? So we're trying not to pick on all the interstates at the same time, but we're looking at probably having above normal snowfall this year. So if you remember next year that you heard it here first, that's good, unless it didn't happen, and then I'll just go off into the corner again. So thanks a lot.
What a job. Okay. Thank you, Joe. What a job. Okay, as we said earlier, a great deal of the snow fighting effort is aimed at making possible for our children to get to school safely. And so we got some new members to the team, the snow team this year, as you can see. They're on hand as honorary members of the Louisville snow team. We invited 6 elementary schools to paint 6 of our plows in preparation for the season and to show off in our Lots of Light parade on November 23rd as part of Light Up Louisville. So 3 of those plows, painted by students from Medora, Fairdale, and Johnstown elementary schools, are right here behind me. We'll see them in a minute. And we have some of the artists here as well, along with their teachers. We really appreciate you guys helping the city, both the students and the teachers. Let's hear it for them. Great job. JCPS is a huge and wonderful part of our community. Emma Planos is one of those artist. She is from Fairdale Elementary. Emma, would you come up and talk to us, please? So, Emma, which one is your snow plow?
The one that is the abominable snowman from Rudolph.
Okay, can we everybody move to the side so we can see Emma's snow plow? Oh my gosh, it's kind of scary. Okay, so tell us a little bit about that.
It's the abominable snowman from Rudolph, the cartoon. It's the fictional character from there. It's the villain that captures Rudolph.
And why do you think the abominable snowman is a good character for a snowplow?
Because he loves ice and his mouth is open and it looks like he's eating it.
Good thinking. And then you have Christmas trees up also? Or?
Those are Christmas lights behind him.
And do you think your snowplow will be used very much this year?
Yes.
Okay, do you have anything to say to these hardworking men and women that remove all the snow from our street?
Thank you for doing that so then we could go to school safely.
Okay, let's hear it for Emma and all of the artists. Well done. And Emma, let's see. For you guys, we've all made you honorary members of the snow team. So we'd like for each one of the students here as we close this out to get a snow team bag so you can go home and tell everybody that you now are part of city government, fighting snow all day long, okay? So let's hear it for all of our students. Thanks everybody for coming out, and we're going to get a few pictures here. Emma, thank you.